every U.S. soft-skin vehicle in World War II. Light utility vehicles, 1/4 ton. Willys MB and Ford GPW. This is the Willys MB and Ford GPW, better known to history as the legendary Jeep. You can immediately spot it by its dead simple boxy steel body, flat vertical grille, and fold-down windshield. This tiny machine served as the supreme frontline scout and utility workhorse, cementing its status as the ultimate soldier's friend. Ford GPA. The Ford GPA, nicknamed the Sea Jeep or Amphi Jeep by the troops who tested it. It is highly recognizable by its boat-like steel hull welded directly over a modified Jeep frame, complete with a rear-mounted propeller. While designed to ferry infantry across rivers, soldiers found it too heavy in the water and much preferred the standard land-based Jeep. Scaling up from light scouts to rugged combat carriers, let's look at the light-medium tactical trucks.
Light-medium tactical vehicles, 1/2 to 3/4 ton Dodge WC families. Dodge WC half-ton series, early war. Meet the Dodge WC half-ton series, widely nicknamed the Dodge Beep or beefed-up Jeep. It stands out on screen with its rugged, civilian-style rounded hood and fenders mashed together with heavy-duty military tires. This early war workhorse hauled cargo and ran radio comms through the grueling early campaigns in North Africa and the Pacific. Dodge WC 3/4 ton series, mid to late war. This is the heavier Dodge WC 3/4 ton series, simply called the Beep by frontline GIs. It features a wider, lower-to-the-ground stance than its predecessor, along with high-clearance wheel arches built for deep mud. Troops absolutely loved this incredibly dependable platform for its roles as an armored unit command post and a rapid field ambulance. Dodge WC 1.5 ton 6x6. To haul even more gear, the military built the Dodge 1.5 ton 6x6, dubbed the Big Beep. You can instantly identify this beast by its extended chassis and the addition of a third powered rear axle. It conquered the absolute worst mud and snow of the European winter, dragging heavy infantry squads and light artillery right into the action. Stepping up in size to specialized utility haulers, we move to the medium tactical trucks. Medium tactical trucks, 1.5 tons. Chevrolet G506 series. This is the Chevrolet G506 series, affectionately known to the troops as the Chevy 1.5. It is characterized by its civilian-style rounded cabin, fronted by a heavy steel military brush guard. This truck served as the absolute backbone of tactical logistics, laying miles of Signal Corps telephone lines and maintaining frontline airfields. Next is the low-profile Ford GTB, famously nicknamed the Burma Jeep. It is instantly recognizable by its bizarre offset engine sitting to the right of the driver and a passenger seat facing sideways. The U.S. Marines and Navy relied heavily on this low-slung vehicle to haul heavy bombs and maneuver through dense Pacific jungles. Now we enter the realm of the true giants of Allied supply, the standard medium utility and amphibious trucks. Standard medium utility and amphibious trucks, 2.5 ton, Deuce and a half. GMC CCKW 352, CCW 353. Say hello to the legendary GMC CCW, universally celebrated as the Deuce and a half, or Jimmy. You will recognize its iconic silhouette by its dual rear wheels, long wooden or steel cargo bed, and open soft-top cab. This was the supreme workhorse of Allied victory, famously keeping the front lines alive by hauling the bulk of supplies during the Red Ball Express. GMC AFKWX353 cab over engine variant. This is the specialized GMC AFKWX353, known to mechanics as the COE Jimmy. It is defined by its massive flat-faced cab positioned directly over the engine, which squeezed out an enormous 15-foot cargo bed. The Army Air Forces deployed this high-volume hauler to move bulky aircraft parts and massive machinery across active airfields. GMC DUKW 353. Here is the remarkable GMC DUKW 353, immortalized by Allied troops as the Duck. It is unmistakable thanks to its watertight, boat-shaped steel hull wrapped completely around a heavy truck chassis. This brilliant machine swam directly from offshore supply ships to active combat beaches, delivering vital ammunition straight into the hands of invading infantry. International Harvester M5H6. This is the rugged International Harvester M5H6, nicknamed the Inter or Binder by its crews. It is easily distinguished from other standard trucks by its highly rounded cabin corners and an extra-tall, aggressive front brush guard. The U.S. Marine Corps and Navy Seabees claimed this tough truck as their primary medium transport for brutal Pacific Island hopping campaigns. Studebaker US-6. This is the Studebaker US-6, known simply as the Study by the millions of Allied soldiers who drove it. It features a distinctive square-style civilian front cab and a rugged, roaring Hercules six-cylinder engine under the hood. While the U.S. Army used them to build the Alaska Highway, the vast majority were shipped to the Soviet Union, where they became legendary on the Eastern Front. Leaving the standard transports behind, we push into the heavy-duty beasts designed for the roughest frontline chores.
Heavy tactical trucks, 4-ton to 6-ton. Diamond T 4-ton 6x6. This is the Diamond T 4-ton 6x6, known to heavy haulers as the Diamond. It stands out with its highly stylized commercial cabin and a massive vertical slatted steel radiator grille. This heavy-duty beast earned a legendary reputation for dragging massive artillery pieces and recovering wrecked armor right on the front lines. Autocar U7144T, white 444T. Meet the Autocar U7144T, commonly referred to as the Autocar cabover. You can spot this stubby machine by its ultra-short wheelbase and its flat-nosed cab-over engine design. It was highly valued for its extreme maneuverability, easily hauling heavy semi-trailers loaded with fuel and ammo down narrow, war-torn European streets. White 666, Corbett 50 SD6. This is the massive White 666, nicknamed the Six-Tonner by its awestruck crews. It is characterized by its towering open cab design and a roaring Hercules engine that shook the ground beneath it. This brute was built for pure power, hauling massive artillery pieces like the Long Tom and moving heavy engineering equipment across ruined landscapes. Finally, let's look at the absolute monsters of the military fleet, the extra-heavy prime movers and tank recovery giants.
Extra-heavy prime movers, wreckers, and transporters, 7.5-ton to 12-ton. Mac-NO. This is the colossal Mac-NO, respected across the Army as the Mac-Heavy. You can identify it by its oversized open cab, massive front-mounted winch, and specialized metal spade handling gear hanging off the back. It served as the premier heavy artillery tractor, effortlessly pulling giant 8-inch howitzers through deep mud to rain fire on the enemy. Diamond T Model 980/981. Here is the heavy Diamond T Model 980, known to tank crews as the tank hauler. It is recognizable by its heavy-duty 6x4 drive layout and a massive diesel engine built to pull unprecedented loads. This heavy tractor saved countless Allied tanks from the scrap heap, hauling disabled armor back to frontline salvage hubs for rapid repair. Ward LaFrance Model 1000/Kenworth 570 series, M1 and M1A1. This is the dual-manufacturer heavy wrecker, legendary among mechanics as the Big Wrecker. Its striking profile is dominated by a heavy-duty steel boom crane, flanked by powerful front and rear winches. This mechanical lifesaver performed dangerous tactical towing, dragging broken-down tanks out of active combat zones under direct enemy fire. We have the unarmored Pacific M26A1 Dragon Wagon, famously known as the Dragon Wagon. It is instantly recognizable by its massive open-topped cab and a giant 6-cylinder gasoline engine designed to move mountains. This ultimate transporter hauled massive trailers loaded with operational or wrecked armor, keeping the armored divisions rolling forward.